A bunch of like creepy clown laughs. And the biggest thing is just clowns I wasn't really disturbed by as much when I was a kid. Now that I'm older, I'm just like, they can be a little scary. I mean, Pennywise is a lot of people's biggest fear, especially with kids nowadays growing up watching the It movie. Jesus.
I mean, I liked Bozo the Clown when I was a kid.
Oh, dude. Bozo's Super Show? You know, they played games and stuff. I love that.
I always thought Ronald McDonald was cool.
I did too.
And therefore, I didn't really grow up being scared of clowns. And even after seeing horror movies with clowns, I'm like, you can draw scary clowns, like, and make clowns scary, but I've never really understood the innate fear of clowns.
I remember there was one, it was Are You Afraid of the Dark? There was actually the Ghastly Grinner.
Yeah, that one actually, that episode did creep me out. Like, you can make clowns scary, in my opinion, and I think that people have bad experiences with them, and that's probably what makes them afraid of clowns in general.
There it is, the Tale of the Ghastly Grinner. Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, that dude was pretty creepy.
Yeah, the Ghastly Grinner.
Are You Afraid of the Dark had some real creepy stuff in it. Like,
no doubt.
It was still one of my favorite shows as a kid.
My favorite part of this episode was the bus driver.
The episode that actually like traumatized me the most was the episode where the girl got like cursed and her face started rotting.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
It was body horror. Like, I was exposed to body horror as a young kid. It was really scary.
This episode got me. The one with like
I liked that episode, but it didn't scare me.
Well, it's because it was the most traditional. Well, they had one that paid tribute to Nosferatu, which was awesome.
The Nosferatu actually did freak me out a little bit.
Well, yeah. And then but this one here had some legit jump scares that, looking back on them, like, damn.
Like the Nosferatu like came out of the movie screen, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Basically,
that one scared me as a kid.
I remember that episode because basically it does the whole thing where, you know, you see the Nosferatu bite, you know, drink the blood of the person in the movie, and then after he's done, he like looks at the camera, and then he starts creeping towards the camera, and you start to see like his hand like reach through the screen, and it's whenever you fall asleep. It's whenever you fell asleep watching it. Basically, that was it, and.
Yeah, they did such a good job with some of the horror concepts and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Then there's the one with.
I really can't believe that I liked the show as a kid, and then I went so long without actually wanting to watch horror movies.
Yeah. Then this one, dude.
Yeah, the pool zombie was.
That one. Too. That is such great makeup for a kid's show.
Is that a different episode or the same episode as the one where the zombies come out of the lake?
That's a different one.
Because the one where they came out of the lake terrified me.
Let's see. Lake. That one. Yeah. I remember that one.
They were scary as a kid because I'd not seen any zombie movies before.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Gosling was in.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Are You Afraid of the Dark? But the pool creature here, I remember when they did the thing where they poured like the red dye into it, and it adhered to him so you could see him. Oh my gosh. And then he popped up out of the water the first time. I was watching that with like my sister and a bunch of her friends, and they screamed like so loud. That's man.
A good practical effect.
It's great.
Like, great costume.
Oh, so good. But yeah, as a kid growing up, we were exposed to some pretty crazy stuff, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean,
I didn't see this when I was a kid. I saw it way later on. I saw this with Chance's recommendation. Like, I think probably in college or later.
And what were your thoughts overall?
I liked it a lot. It's hilarious, actually. It's not really one of those things that I like it because it's a good horror movie. Is that it's a good horror comedy, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, once again, it's just. It's weird looking back on movies like this. It's just like it's like looking back on like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Or Tomatoes.
Never actually saw that, but I've always meant to watch it at some point.
Yeah, and then there's like the Piranha movies back in the... Which, I didn't know that I think it was James Cameron who actually co-directed... I can't remember if he co-directed or was like a director for like Piranha 2. Let's see. Yeah, because there was Piranha. Yeah, Joe Dante directed the original. Yeah, Piranha film series. Yeah, Piranha 2. He was the director. James Cameron, a.k.a. the Terminator director. This is 2 years before the Terminator. And apparently... he did everything he could to get his name removed. Acknowledge the film. Piranha 2, the best flying piranha film ever made. Yeah, so Piranha 2 is a hunk of shit, but hey, it is what it is. And then...
yeah, I never watched any of those either.
Some of them are good. Some of them are okay. But... anyway, let's go ahead and check this out. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. Kill count, recount. Let's go. Hey, at least we're not watching this with Kate. She'd flip the hell out. She hates clowns.
She would not agree to watch this.
Oh, dude, just from here alone, she would already be like, nope, gone.
Victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice, and today we are once again looking at Killer Klowns from Outer Space, released in 1988. Killer Klowns from Outer Space is exactly what it sounds like, a schlocky 80s B-movie about a small town invaded by aliens who look like clowns. Sometimes it's hard to define exactly what a B-movie is, but there's no mistaking Killer Klowns for one. In fact, I'd say it's king of the B's, except for possibly the B's. What up, John Saxon? I first covered this movie on New Year's Day 2018, back when I was but a lad. It's a classic kill count episode, and I'm happy so many people still love it. But I want to throw some respect on this film with an upgrade that shows more of the craft that went into making it. Also, the count itself could use some revising. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Killer Klowns is the brainchild of Stephen, Charles, and Edward Chiodo, three brothers whose special effects work is the source of many a classic scene, like the kid scarring Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. They did stop motion for Elf and a bunch of episodes of The Simpsons, and designed puppets and animatronics for Ernest Scared Stupid and Team America World Police. They're the guys who created The Critters, which Zorn covered on the Kill Count last year. Stephen Chiodo directed and co-wrote the film with Charles Chiodo, and both of them co-produced alongside youngest brother Edward.
There's a lot of Chiodos that name was on there a lot. It was kind of funny. That was a big laugh for us.
They've been making short films with stop motion their entire lives, from middle school to college and beyond. But Killer Klowns is the only feature film they've written and directed, and they did so with the help of their friends and family. That gives Killer Klowns an earnestness and a rough edge to its filmmaking that only adds to its charm and appeal. This movie is a great example of what you can pull off with a small budget but boundless creativity. While the brothers had near complete creative control over the movie, they only had a budget of $2 million. That's not a lot to make a prop-heavy science fiction film with a bunch of monsters, but they managed to do it by calling in favors from people who enjoyed their work. The resulting homemade-looking movie is such a mood, and I mean that in the best of ways. It's colorful but dark, cheap but impressive, and paced expertly with constant clown gags throughout. It never lets up on the fact that these clowns are clowns. They're clowning all over the place. It's great. The tone is perfect, with wacky lines delivered in over-the-top ways, but at the same time completely straight. This movie knows exactly what it wants to be, and succeeds, thanks to both the effects and the cast, especially Grant Kramer as Mike. Dude is such a smarmy little guy. Sometimes it feels like he's almost making fun of us, the audience, with his...
Yeah, it's almost like he's looking at the camera right there. Yeah. Like, look at that.
He is. He looks like, right at the camera.
He's like, I see you. I know why you're here. And you're all sick in the head.
It's with his line deliveries.
Hurry,
yes, a little bit.
See the Circus Bizarro.
But what really sells the movie is the clowns. They're fantastic, both scary and funny at the same time. No wonder they've become cult classic characters, appearing at Halloween Horror Nights many times over, Spirit Halloween, and in an upcoming video game, which Chelsea and I will definitely stream when it comes out on June 4th. So be sure to subscribe to
a lot of people say it's pretty good.
I love Killer Klowns, and I know many of you do too. I can't wait to take another look at it. How many kills will come one, come all at this? Oh, hey Zoran! Hey bud! You're back!
Nice trash, Zoran.
From the kill count set?
What? Oh, no, it's just misunderstanding. See, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Father's Day is coming up. I'm a father now.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You've been
Oh,
super
that
busy with
explains
your
the
travel and
mustache.
everything is
Yeah.
going on. I just figured I would take your gift for me, myself.
Zorn, you know that Father's Day doesn't mean I get a gift for every dad I know, right? I just get them for dads in the family.
Oh, but James, we've been together so long, you are family.
Well, that's very sweet.
Give me presents.
Well,
That's not how that works, but
This is gonna be an ad.
yeah, I can see it coming a mile away.
I guess with today's sponsor, Manscaped,
Ah!
a great deal on the perfect gifts for dads everywhere.
Yes, James, I know I have a lawnmower 5.0. I use it all the time on various...
Yeah, but shut the fuck up, because they have way more than just the lawnmower. Like the Handyman Compact Face Shaver, which is equipped with a foil shaver and a long hair leveler blade to help dads cut through up to 3 days of growth.
Well, that would keep my new dad stash in peak condition.
Exactly. And with a waterproof design and reach.
I actually just trimmed up my beard a little bit, got it lined up, got my soul patch, evened out, and, trimmed my mustache a little bit. But I didn't need Manscaped for that, although I do like their razor, or their electric razor that they sent me.
Obviously, I haven't
Rechargeable.
touched mine in a couple of weeks.
This is all going bye-bye, by the way, like here soon. I'm going to keep a goatee, but this is mostly leaving.
Battery with indicator light when it gets low. It's a breeze to keep the razor clean and ready to go
Nate
for
is
every
going to
trim.
take
Plus,
bad
there's the
beef
Weed
for
Whacker
him.
2.0 to help dad.
No. I'm keeping the goatee. Like I said, goatee stays, but most of this is going bye-bye. And plus, I'm going to get my hair work done, too. I'm probably going to shorten this a little bit and go, really short on the sides.
Dads tackle all those unwanted ear and nose hairs. That'd be great for you.
Not supposed to trim your nose hairs.
And of course, there's also the beard
I
hedger
did.
for
Keep you from
trimming
getting
and the
sick.
shears 3.0 for nail
I trimmed it
grooming.
earlier
That's
today.
all great. I love it all. But what am I getting?
Well, you and all our viewers are getting 20% off plus free international shipping.
But I'm a dad.
I know, man. You did that.
I did.
He's
too.
having trouble keeping a
It's
straight
the same
face. there.
thing.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Don't get me wrong. A dog is awesome. I love Asher to death. I mean, look at him back there. The big lump. He can't help himself. But ain't the same as, taking care of a baby.
Oh no. Oh,
Uh-oh.
turn around and my shoulder hurt. Really bad.
I'm going to say, bring it up and over.
That sucked.
Sorry.
Yes, it is.
Just head over to manscaped.com and use promo code KILLCOUNT20 at checkout. How many kills will come one, come all to this 3-ring recount? Let's find out and get to them. The movie begins with the world's greatest title song. This iconic theme, performed by the Dickies, was written by frontman Leonard Phillips, based solely on the film pitch their label was given by the movie's music supervisor. It's a quiet night in the college town of Crescent Cove, California. Probably because everyone's at the top of the world, a makeout spot for young lovers like Mike Tobacco and Debbie Stone. Unfortunately for all the hot lips here, they're about to get cooled down by a couple of dirty ice cream men.
We'll give you the stick, you give it a lick.
These bozos are Rich and Paul Terenzi, Mike's best friends from school. Their popularity does not extend to the other kids. After they leave, Mike and Debbie get back to their inflatable flirt.
I'm sorry, but nothing will ever top for me Transformers 2, the two brothers as the ice cream truck. Jang-a-lang, come get your ice cream.
They'd better be careful. Don't want Jason popping in and making them sound like this.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, maybe Mike does want to make Debbie sound like that. But it's
I mean, first off, if I was making love to a woman and she started sounding like that, I would be worrying that she's having a seizure.
Yeah. Or a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Yeah, some very bad medical issue.
as soon as she sees a shooting star, she'd rather go find where it landed. Sorry, dude. I know you're trying to get with her, but just go with it. Kinda sounds like she's getting turned on by this.
Come on. You can find it, Mr. Adventure.
Mr. Adventurer likes it. Hello. The fire in the sky also catches the eye of Farmer Gene Green.
Why did he just turn into Mr. Frog?
That's what I was saying. Oh, Asher's having a dream. Ashy. Oh, buddy, it's okay. I think he's having a dream.
I was like, what was that?
That was Asher.
Sounded like a dog barking from like outside.
He's like,
He just went.
if you see him back there just like running, you'll know that he's having a dream. Oh, poor boy. But it's like, I'm Mr. Adventure. Hello. Mr. Adventure likes your shirt. Can I touch it?
Mr. Adventurer likes shirt. Hello. The fire.
You know, just say it's sort of like that mixed between Mr. Frog and Tonto from the Lone Ranger.
In the sky also catches the eye of Farmer Gene Green. He and his good boy Pooh investigate and find a circus tent in the woods. That gets the farmer freaking pumped. He loves the circus.
I love the circus.
See, I told you. Actor Royal Dano is a bit of a showman himself, having provided the voice of Abe Lincoln at Disney's Hall of Presidents. Green pokes around for a ticket booth, not noticing the red-nosed Feratu inside. Oh shit, is that Clownable Patrol? Cause he's netting Pooh. Or maybe it's a flushing toilet, cause that Pooh be gone. The dog napping makes Farmer mad. Arrgh, Farmer smash! Farmer rage!
How dare this thing apart with my bare hands!
But bare hands still conduct electricity. Mean Gene Green Tomato gets fried and thrown to the ground. He encounters the movie's first killer clown named Jumbo, who scores the first killer clown kill with a ray gun that makes the poor farmer sound like this. Mike and Debbie arrive later, still out to explore, but the sight of a mystery circus tent dries her right up. Mike, on the other hand, is super jazzed now. He loves a good free wood circus.
Guys, this place great or what?
Yeah, dude, I love flatly painted walls and dim lighting. They do find some cool shit though, like these beep boopers. Good work, Mike. I'd be pressing that shit too. Even more impressive is when they end up on the far side of a matte painting. This so-called power chamber is a reference to the Krell chamber from Forbidden Planet. It tips Deb off that this ain't no circus. This ain't no carnival. This ain't no
With
theater.
the camera angle they used, it reminded me more of like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Inside the Death Star.
Yeah, that right there, like them on the, like them at the tractor beam.
Like a stormtrooper over here get shot.
Yeah, like with the Wilhelm scream, it was like, oh, ah!
A matte painting. This so-called power chamber is a reference to the Krell chamber from Forbidden Planet. It tips Deb off that this ain't no circus. This ain't no carnival. This ain't no theater, neither. Welcome to a spaceship, motherfuckers. She's pretty concerned about that. Mike's more blasé.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
There are certain lines that Chelsea and I quote all the time to each other. Like Homer Simpson's, no it doesn't.
It smells funny in there.
No, it doesn't.
Mike's,
No, it doesn't.
is one of those lines.
I've never seen anything like this before. Have you?
No.
Seriously, man, do you even know how much of a little asshole you sound like?
No.
Further evidence
It's funny that
there
other
is
people
UFO
quote
right
just
now
a
is
no,
story.
like from something, because my whole thing is no. It's like, wait. You banged my dead wife? Well, she was alive at the time, but did you not know that? No.
Large room full of cotton candy cocoons. Mike's optimism melts away like sugar in your mouth when he discovers the red face of Gene Green. They hide from a clown named Rudy who walks in as Mike recognizes another victim, his friend Joe Lombardo, who I'll go ahead and put on the count. And since these cotton candy cocoons have corpses inside, I will also add the 11 other cotton candy coffins we see. That's right, we're counting cocoons this time, baby. Nothing could go wrong. Mike and
Oh boy. James, I am so sorry.
Deb managed to get away, but not before Rudy hits him with a fistful of popcorn.
Popcorn? Why? Popcorn?
Because the clowns, that's why.
That's gonna do a lot of explaining in this movie. Like these tracking balloon dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, balloon dog. Just skedaddle along after it, whatever it is. The popcorn gun was the most expensive prop made for the film, costing $7,000 and taking 6 weeks to build.
Holy
And it only
shit!
ended up working for the one shot. Other clown guns were much cheaper, made out of $10 super soakers from Toys R Us.
Clowns are us.
No, Toys R Us. Keep up, Mike.
No.
The balloon dogs, meanwhile, cost as much as a balloon. But they did need to coat the legs in latex to prevent it from being popped by pine needles on the ground. Mike and Deb haul ass and peel out, bouncing clowns left and right off their windshield as they flee. But that won't stop them for long. They on that Mikey My routine. We're only 20 minutes in, and the clowns are already waddling their dumpy asses to town, accompanied by more bitchin' music. The music in Killer Klowns is a crucial ingredient
Yeah,
to its
I forgot about how
awesomeness.
good
It was
the
done
soundtrack was.
Yeah, it's legit.
by John Massari, who beat out dozens of other potential composers with a demo score set to the scene where Mike and Debbie first flee the spaceship. Massari continues to champion the movie to this day, composing music for the upcoming video game and putting on live concerts of the film.
Heck
We
yeah.
covered the one they did way back in 2018, which is where we met Zoran for the first time ever.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
So you can thank and or blame John Massari for this guy. Most if you blame him. Mike and Deb head to the police station, hoping to enlist the help of Crescent Cove's finest. Unfortunately, that includes Sergeant Curtis Moon.
Played by Dean Wormer from Animal House. Damn. I forgot that he was in this.
Who's got a bone to pick with his natural enemies, teenagers. He's not above police brutality or pulling an Elon Musk and implying people are pedophiles.
What's the matter, Dave? You got a thing for these little boys?
His more by-the-books deputy is Dave Hansen, an absolute hunk who's not afraid to be a righteous ball of rage. Hottie Hot Dave is an ex-boyfriend of Debbie's and is none too pleased to meet her new boy toy Mike, or hear about their kooky clown kink. He starts to take him seriously when they say that people are dead. Mooney remains more skeptical.
Killer clowns from outer space. Holy shit.
That's good delivery. Like, again... God, he such an underrated character actor. Like, yeah,
I love the expression he's given. he's literally
he's
got
giving
the,
like blue steel.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's
got
doing the blue steel. He's just
going
like he's like holy shit, blue steel.
Dave's willing to check things out, even if it makes him a third wheel.
Tell me, how did they kill them? Was it a tragic gasoline accident? Gasoline fight accident?
Debbie.
Wait, did he just call her Little Debbie?
Little Debbie.
Aw, she is Widow Snacky. Dave thinks Clown Town is no place for a lady, so he forces Deb to stay at home. And he forces Mike to still ride in the back. What a power play, dude. He stays passive-aggressive like that for a while.
Hey, it's got nothing to do with you.
Wild.
Really. It's me. It's obvious she goes for laughs, not stability.
While the boys go to the crash site, the clowns arrive for some vaudevillainous shenanigans. A schmuck who looks like a proto-Culkin stops to watch a parkside
Yeah, he
puppet
kinda
show in a
does.
gazebo. He thinks it's bullshit until it breaks out the special effects. Then he's in love with the punched-up Punch and Judy show. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't like it again.
Bye.
Spunky the Clown emerges to take an encore, and him as a captive audience. Too bad your ass got zapped. Rudy gets into monkey business, aping an animatronic. Not bad, clown, but can you sing hot, hot, hot? He follows two girls inside a
They
pharmacy,
make it
and the
hot,
next time
hot,
we see
hot.
him, Rudy's turned them into cotton candy flippers. The pharmacist, Mr. Myers, has a serious clown problem here, and the clowns have a serious coke problem. Elsewhere, Bibble the Clown has started working for Postmates.
Oh, pizza.
What the hell, lady? Who reacts that way to pizza?
I mean, if pizza showed up at my door, I'd be like, oh, pizza.
Yeah, but you said
Nice.
it a different way than she did.
True.
She was like, oh, pizza.
Pizza. Yeah, true.
I think you deserve it when Shorty the Clown pops out with his cotton candy gun hot and ready for you. Another clown named Fatso pulls a similar gag with a violent valogram. We don't actually see him cocoon this lady, but that grimace tells me he's not in a merciful mood. The pizza bit actually took dozens of takes because little things kept messing up. First, they had to pop the clown head up on a rod through the pizza boxes, then a puppeteer had to stick his arm through the boxes and aim the gun correctly.
A simple gag like that took hours to do.
It's once again you're flying blind, and also not only that, but you have all of the tubes and like controls for like the animatronic face that's coming out of the pizza boxes. It's like okay, for instance, it's like the tubes for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from like the 1990 movie. Holy crap! It is unbelievable, like how much like they had to do in order to control, like get the mouths to like properly move, and the fact that a lot of the puppeteers were flying blind and instead had to rely on the actors inside of the suits in order to overdub them later with like the actors.
If one of 20 elements, if just one of them wasn't working, you're screwed.
It's that kind of dedication that makes this movie special.
Could we have made a simpler picture? Yeah. you know, but it wouldn't have been Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
The vignettes
Exactly.
continue as Shorty rides his trike up to the no butt, no putt game. That's what it says on the wall. Makes sense, too. You need a butt to putt. One mullet-headed meanie decides to stomp his ride, so Shorty bounces back onto the scene with a pair of boxing gloves.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Oh,
Exactly.
shit. Jason takes his man head
Knocked
off
his
like
block
a rock'em
off.
sock'em
Quite
psycho,
literally.
which turns one dude into Ron Simmons. Damn indeed. One of my favorite things about the Clowns
No. That ain't Ron Simmons.
turns one dude into Ron Simmons.
No, he turns him into Ron Simmons never went. Damn. Ron Simmons went. Damn.
Jesus Christ, that hurt my ears.
That's Ron Simmons. Ron Simmons' dams, they have impact. That right there, that's like discount Chris Tucker. Damn. Come on. Don't insult Ron Simmons like that.
Damn indeed. One of my favorite things about the Clowns is that they're funny, but they're straight up evil too. They have no compassion for anyone. I mean, this one named Jumbo tries to brain a little girl with a mallet. Her mom interjects before it happens though, and that makes Jumbo mad. The Kyotos had a lot of experience with animatronics and puppetry thanks to their work in Critters. For Killer Clowns, though, they opted to focus on production duties. While they designed the clowns, these nightmare-inducing animatronic suits were built by mechanical advisor Dwight Roberts. These so-called hero animatronic heads used for close-ups were cable-controlled and needed to be carefully directed.
Right there's your mark. Now open his mouth and smile.
When full body shots were needed, like when the clowns are walking around, simpler heads were worn by the performers that had more limited remote-controlled movement in the eyes and eyelids. Mike and Dave get to the crash site only to find the circus has pulled a disappearing act. Dave straight up arrests Mike for the crime of wasting his time, but reconsiders when they find
That's not a crime. That is not a crime.
Filing a false police report is the...
But they didn't file a false police report though. Like they were literally investigating.
I'm sure they get you for something in this case.
It's such bullshit.
Yeah.
For the world, a hilltop homicide scene. Extra sticky. Amidst the cotton candy webs, they find a pair of specs belonging to Bob McReed, a youth played by a young Christopher Titus. We saw him during
Holy
the opening
crap.
credits, making Mooney Moody and drinking beer brand beer. It's liquid bread. It's good for you. The discovery of Bob's glasses is enough for Mike to verify the kill for us.
They got him. He's dead.
Back at the police station, the phones are ringing off the hook, but Mooney's never met a clown call he couldn't drink away. He thinks this is a town-wide conspiracy, with everyone joining in on a Terenzi Brothers prank. Come on, man, people don't even like those guys. He gets a call from the pharmacist complaining about a Fresh Prince clown. Mooney hears the guy start screaming through the phone, and that can only mean one thing.
They got him. He's dead.
Clown chaos continues as a guy named Joe finds himself in a John Wayne racy with a clown named Slim. And it looks like he's driving nothing at all. It took about 3 hours to get this effect ready, which involved connecting headlights to the clown performer's feet and sewing his costume over the top of the rig he rode, which was attached to the bottom of the car. They wired it so the clown performer could control the rig's movements front to back and side to side simply by moving his wrists.
Oh, that's incredible.
That's awesome.
Slim's clown car runs Joe off a nearby bridge. It crashes onto the ground and Joe meets a lightly toasted death. The car was supposed to fly much further during this stunt, but the cable pulling it snapped at the last minute.
Action.
Cable brought.
No.
The Kyotos are still unhappy about the way it turned out.
Like a runny nose. He just dribbled over the cliff.
It wasn't big and flashy, but it served its purpose.
Guys, he drove a real-ass car off a bridge. I'm always gonna pop for that. And the punchline still works for Slim,
To be
too.
honest, I think it looked more realistic than if it had gone flying.
Don't get me wrong. Like the rule of cool. You can bend the rule of cool and make it awesome by going big and bombastic with it. But sometimes something like this is just what you need.
Car off a bridge. I'm always gonna pop
Also,
for
stunt performers as well deserve a lot of credit, man.
that. And the punchline still works for Slim, too. At home, Debbie's trying to shower off all the popcorn she's got on her. We get a little PG-13 tease, but the ratings board pans the camera away to a creeping colonel on the ground. Its top secret won't be revealed just yet, but we do get more popcorn play popping off elsewhere. Jumbo disperses some in a dumpster outside of a fast food restaurant called Big Top Burger. A Big Top worker, who's also maybe a birthday boy, gets pulled in while taking out the trash. He becomes a midnight munchie for the trash monster. That is one jacked up Jack-in-the-Box. A group of people waiting at a bus stop get a visit from Slim and his Shady Shadow puppet show. Wow, so patriotic. These shapes are quite impressive for a guy who only has 4 digits. But this sinister Simpson's got something else on his mind. A motherfucking dinosaur! Mike and Dave drive by just in time to see Slim shadow ban the bus stop group to his bag of popcorn. Man, that took a Jurassic dark turn. Mike commandeers the police car to make a citizen's arrest, but Slim just hippity hops out of the way.
He's gone. He went straight up.
Dave radios Mooney for reinforcements, but
No
the paranoid
shit.
policeman still ain't having it.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
That's what I wish I could reply to everyone on Facebook that leaves
Dave
a
radios
dumbass
Mooney for
comment on something I
reinforcements, but the
said.
paranoid
Yeah, basically you
Policeman
just
still-
use this video clip.
ain't having it.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Over.
Over.
Yeah, oh yeah, here we go.
Must still be traumatized from his time dealing with those Faber College clowns.
Yeah.
With Mooney Looney, Mike and Dave decide to banana split up after they spot the Terenzi brothers and their runaway ice cream truck. Dave drives to the station while Mike asks his friends to help him warn the town about the alien invasion. The brothers Terenzi don't buy his story, but Mike gets them on board after saying they need to swing by Debbie's place.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs.
A lot of the characters in Killer Klowns were based on and named after friends of the Kyoto brothers in real life.
The cast of characters really are people that we knew. I mean, Terenzi brothers are very good friends of mine, and we always had fun adventures with them, doing stupid things as kids. And Mike Tobacco was always a ladies' man as well.
Mike's actor Grant Kramer took the character and ran with it, coming up with some of his dialogue himself. Kramer's a 2-time kill count veteran, thanks to New Year's Evil and Willy's Wonderland, which he also helped produce. Mooney's reading about guns when Jumbo toddles into the station and pulls a classic clown gag to rain on his parade. Ew, why's that water kind of milky? Jumbo keeps the police station pantomime going. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
I
whoop,
expected
while
it
Mooney
to be
jumps straight
acid.
to the brutality again. Jesus, can we get a body cam on this guy? Mooney sticks Jumbo
No.
in a cell, but the clown unfurls a Where's Waldian noisemaker that grabs Mooney by the throat and slams him against the bars. Or at least we'll pretend it does. He's clearly a few inches away.
What are you in for?
Clown stuff! Dave arrives to find the station empty save for some footprints, which he follows like this were Boys in Blues Clues. He discovers the bodies of Jumbo's 2 cellmates, who have been issued a saccharine death sentence they never deserved. He also comes across this absolute nightmare. A dead silent Sergeant Mooney turned into a puppet, in a fate foreshadowed by an earlier line.
Make a dummy out of yourself. But you're not gonna make a dummy out of me.
It's a genuinely disturbing sight, and the scariest part of the film, especially when Jumbo Dunham starts talking.
Don't worry, Dave. All we want to do is kill you.
Yeesh, no thank you. Dave opens fire, which doesn't do anything until he shoots Jumbo right in his big stupid clown nose. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your little feelings? Just Wonder Woman your way out of there, clown. Good.
Actually, funny enough, looking at
Dave opens fire, which
looking
doesn't
at
do
Dave
anything
here-
until he shoots Jumbo right in his big stupid clown
right here,
nose. Oh, I'm
right here, I could definitely see Glenn Powell from Top Gun Maverick. If they ever remade this, I don't know if they ever will, but if they ever did, I think Glenn Powell could play this character pretty easily.
sorry. Did I
Because
hurt
he looks exactly like him.
your little feelings? Just Wonder Woman your way out of there, clown. Good job, Dave. To achieve the spinning lights on the walls during this effect, they built a rotating pillar of mirror shards that reflected light around the room. Kinda looks like something out of Hellraiser.
That's
Dave
dope.
finally manages to call for backup on the radio, and they're gonna need it, since Mike and the Terenzis just came across a whole-ass clown parade. The first time I covered this movie, I thought that this scene was a nightmare to count. That was before the Purge series. Now, it's easy to see that the clowns have already claimed 13 victims here. One tossed from a window and added to a pile of 5, one being carried by a clown named Talls, 3 more we see in a separate pile, and 3 littered on the street being hoovered into this freaky float. One guy almost survives by hiding under a car, but when he tries to run, he doesn't make it.
They got him.
He's dead. This giant vacuum machine was just a pickup truck with decorated panels attached to it. It reminds me of when I turned my old Topaz into a tank back in like 2006.
Oh my
on
gosh.
first ever online series, Battlefield 2 in real life. Hi, I'm James A. Janice.
Jesus, James, look at
Whoa.
that. Wow, look at this. Look at this stunning group of young patriots.
Oh man, the shit my friends and I would do in high school. I'm glad I made it out to the other side. The Terenzies get the fuck out of Dodge and head to Debbie's, whose popcorn problems are really heating up. She finishes her 2-act long shower and discovers those kernels have grown into clown leech babies. The Jack and the Bastards try to take a bite out of her, but she aerosols them out of there and gives another two a little kick. A ghoulie clown almost gets her, but she puts her shower head to its third good use and buys enough time to get away. Alas, she still gets cornered by Slim, and she just can't kick those leg warmers hard enough. They turn her into Balloon Girl, a perfect match for Jake Gyllenhaal, and a fate that was hinted at earlier on the phone.
They took your wife away in a balloon? Well, you don't need a police pal, you need a psychiatrist.
They used a real basic trick when people were turned into cocoons or captured in balloons. It was simply a matter of the clown performers freezing in place, the actor stepping out of frame, and the prop being brought in and put in their place. The footage in the middle was removed by visual effects artist Gene Warren Jr. of Fantasy 2, whose work we just saw in The Terminator. He did plenty of other zappy effects too, like the rotoscoped ray gun beams and the spinny tornado effect when the clowns are killed. He also handled the composite shots when real footage was combined with matte paintings. Mike and the Terenzi see Debbie getting taken away, so they follow in cold pursuit. Dave spots them and joins the chase, but an ill-timed brake check causes bumper-to-bumper car damage. Dave grabs a shotgun and hops in the ice cream truck as they head to the Boardwalk Carnival, beloved by clowns and vampires.
All right.
And Terenzi's. The Crescent Cove Carnival was played by the Santa Cruz
True, that
Boardwalk,
does look a
same
whole lot
location
like
used
the-
in the
Yeah, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys and Jordan Peele's Us. The rest of Crescent Cove was mostly played by the nearby city of Watsonville. Outside the carnival's funhouse, a security guard sees an insane clown posse roll up. Aw, don't send in the clowns. They always bring me down. To achieve this clown carpool, they parked it over a false floor on a loading dock, which the clowns climbed through before exiting the vehicle. The clowns are here to spoil this guy's lunch break with dessert.
What are you gonna do with those pies, boys?
Clown stuff. They pie until he dies, reducing him to a gloopy mess of cream and blood. Yeah, go ahead and put a cherry on top, shorty. It still looks like
One big pile of shit.
the security guard was meant to be
Yeah.
a cameo for comedian Soupy Sales. He was famous for taking pies to the face. But I guess the executive producers didn't know who he was and didn't want to pay to fly him out. The boys arrived shortly
Boo.
after and follow the clowns inside for a funhouse final set piece. They walk through a smoky warehouse where roadside stops store their signs. The Terenzis just can't help booping stuff here. But again, man, I totally understand.
Don't touch it, okay? This place is probably booby-trapped.
More like boopy trapped, because the bros boop down a Scooby-Doo trap door and land in a McDonald's play place. There, they find a surprise waiting for them.
Are you Debbie's roommates?
Oh, maybe it is booby trapped.
She's got 2 beautiful roommates with big boobs.
Mike realizes they're in the same circus tent he and Debbie found. It's just been moved to the boardwalk. He heads to the storage room where they find, fuck. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
I thought he was worried about the street scene.
No.
He was worried about
This is absolute hell. I'm sorry, James.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, well, it looks like it goes 2 rows deep. Nope, no, it goes further back than that. Shit. Mike, where are you now, dude? I don't know what to count here. Can someone please make me a diagram? Right or Tim?
Way ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, he is. Thanks to Tim's meticulous counting in these
Damn.
screenshots, we'll add 158 cocoons to the count.
Holy crap.
And no, we're not double counting the 13 we added earlier. We're professionals here, don't you worry. Mike and Dave try to double check Tim's work, but they're interrupted by a honking big boy named Chubby. The two hide and watch as Chubby picks out a cocoon that's nice and ripe, according to his touch, sniff, and sound. He pulls out the ultimate crazy straw to reveal what these clowns have been up to. They're turning people into grenadine for their ice cream treats. After the sweet tooth leaves, the pair finds Debbie in her balloon Bastille. Dave frees her with dubious firearm safety. Finally, Deb's back in the game. Dave wants to free more people, but they send in the clowns to disrupt their plans. Their escape is hampered by carnival hijinks like Beetlejuice worms and a fun-sized Sarlacc. Dave manages to kill Chubby and another clown with his shooting gallery skills. Someone get this man an oversized plushie. He runs out of ammo, forcing Mike to Monty Hall an escape route.
Another door. Another door. Come on, Mike. Another door. Another door.
You know, this would probably go a lot faster if you didn't announce it every time, Mike. You ever think about that?
No.
The trio is surrounded inside a final boss arena, but they're saved by a Deus Ex ice cream machine.
I am the great and powerful JoJo. I command you to stop. Do not hurt them. Let them go.
The ploy works at first, but then the clown starts scurrying off to make room for the main event. He's a-coming. Who's a-coming? JoJo's a-coming. The clown of the show. JoJo, the actual Clownzilla, drops in, and he don't take too kindly to identity theft. Mike, Dave, and Debbie manage to get away, but JoJo gives the Terenzi brothers a good milkshaking before bringing the boom to the yard. The Kyotos originally planned for JoJo to be stop motion, but instead opted for the Power Rangers method and stuck Charles Kyoto in a rubber suit.
You gotta do it, you gotta come up, and then wham, like put your shoulders back for the look.
They personally built all the miniature sets used for this sequence, which had to be filmed at a super high frame rate for technical reasons I still don't fully understand.
What I want to say to the fans, it's very important to study your math in school because mathematics comes into this, calculating all those frame rates and stuff.
Dave opts to stay
Well, here's the thing about it. Filming at a higher frame rate means that you can actually, like, slow the footage down and undercrank the footage without it looking like it without it looking blurry. And the biggest thing is, by doing that, if you are it's the same method that the Japanese use whenever they film Godzilla movies. They often filmed at a higher frame rate and they presented it at like 24 frames per second, which is the cinema standard. And the reason they did that is because the blurry effects that you get when filming miniatures and stuff like that, it looks awkward if you film it at the regular frame rate, and instead you film it at the accelerated frame rate and slow it down. Boom, there you go. That's why it does the way that it does. Anyway.
Behind to heroically sacrifice himself and distract JoJo while Debbie and Mike make a break for it. Police backup finally arrives and meets them outside as the big top starts spinning up, and away. JoJo grabs a hold of Dave, but the officer pops that big boy's nose with his police badge, adding the clown kaiju to the kill count. The resulting explosion destroys the whole spaceship, so I'll add the 19 clowns still on board to the count as well. We saw a 17 during the Clownzilla scene, and we can't forget Debbie's roommates either.
Big boobs.
I'll also add 7 human captives to the count now, assuming all the balloons we saw on board had people in them, and those were separate from the cocoons. The explosion drops a clown car from the sky, and Mike and Deb don't need to cry, because turns out Dave survived.
Hey, bud!
That's right. Dave was originally meant to die in the explosion, but test audiences wanted a more upbeat ending, so it's happy reunions all around. That includes the Terenzi brothers too. They also crystal skulled that shit. Dave completes his story arc of an aggressive ex who became a decent, understanding guy, and maybe even worked his way into a throuple. I mean, he do be rubbing Deb's shoulders there. And Mike don't seem to mind one bit. The movie ends with them thinking about cream pies before getting cream pie. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Dude.
Damn it. Like, that joke will never leave, dude.
How many victims fit inside the Killer Clown's car of kills? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Wait, where'd Shorty go? Oh, hey Shorty, what are you here to do? Knock my block off.
Yep.
Damn.
You gotta
we
love
counted
it.
234 kills in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Way more than I did the first time, thanks to Tim. Yay, Tim!
Yay!
The victims consisted of 16 male humans, 6 female humans, 21 male clowns, 2 female clowns, and a whopping 189 unknown cocoon and balloon victims. That gives us this pie chart that probably tastes like cotton candy, or popcorn, or bad. With a runtime of 88 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 22.56 seconds. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to the biker. It's an iconic kill that works as a hilarious punchline, literally. Also doesn't hurt that it cleans up after itself. Dull machete for lamest kill will go to the 158 cocoon victims, since I had to pay for Tim's time to count them all. But he did great. Thanks, Tim. And that's it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was released in 1988, but thanks to a botched release, it completely bombed at the box office. Seriously, it only made like $80,000.
Damn.
Which is terrible, because I can think of films way worse than this that definitely did not deserve to make money. At all.
Mm-hmm.
That is a disaster. Thankfully, it found love on home video and has since gotten the recognition it deserves. If they ever make a sequel, I'll cover it right away. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Hi, kids. Do you like toys? Yeah! Are you sick of Furby knockoffs that are rude and crude? Have you recently lost both your parents in a tragic snowplow accident?
Yes.
Great, because we've got the perfect
Megan.
robotic companion for you. And her name is
Model 3 Generative Android.
But you can call her
Megan?
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 Megan.
But 3 gun.
Megan is the most advanced toy on the market.
Is that so?
Yes.
She's designed to put up with your child's crap so you don't have to.
Kitty, seriously, flush the toilet.
She's the perfect friend who always tells the best stories.
Allow me to tell you a little bit about my wormhole. I was born in a sandwich hat and I wolfed many cabbages.
And best of all, if anyone ever hurts your child, she will straight up rip their ear off and chase them down like she's a rabid little werewolf girl.
Yep.
Crazy. It's insane, right?
So this week, make sure to watch Megan, because you better believe she'll be watching you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Then on Friday, dance your way over to the Kill Count, only on Dead Meat.
I want you all to remember this moment. The moment we kicked Hasbro right in the dick.
I've not seen that movie.
It's pretty damn good. I'm
The
not
only thing I
gonna.
know about it is the weird dance.
Only thing I know about it is that James Wan was involved with the production. Let's see. Yep, he did the story and he produced it with Jason Blum, which I think is pretty cool. And the sequel's coming out here soon, and the reviews are actually really good. So yeah. But yeah, Megan, it maybe we should give that a watch sometime.
Guess so.
But anyway, I guess let's
She'll be watching you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Remember this moment. The moment we kicked Hasbro right in the dick.
Megan can currently be watched on the pictured streaming platforms. Demi always recommends you watch the movie for yourself before its kill count. It's the only way to have your own properly informed opinion. Kill counts are never meant to replace the experience of watching a film.
Thanks a lot for watching this recount of Killer Klowns from Outer Space. As far as I know, this is the only recount that we're going to be doing this year. And it's been over a year since our last recount, which I believe was Scream 4. I also think this is the longest time between the original episode and a recount episode. You can fact check me on all that. I might be wrong. I've been doing this a long time. I remember the first 3 years I kept all the kill count stats in my head. After a while, man, they just pile up so high. I'm just like, what movies have I
Nobody
covered?
can
But
remember
I'm so
all
glad
that.
to
No. It's always important to write stuff out. That's like me. What?
It's like the what movies have I covered thing. It's like we've literally accidentally re-recorded stuff we've already reacted to.
Yes.
The second time.
Oh my god. Dude. Okay. I want to emphasize something real quick. We have recorded over 8,000 reactions, or I recorded over 8,000 reactions for this channel, and I gotta be honest, there are some repeats, but mostly it's all I would say over 8,000 of them are completely separate reactions from each other. That is unbelievable to think back on. 8. Oh, my heart.
cover this one again. It is such a fucking favorite of mine. And so many Dead Meat fans that I meet say that the original Killer Klowns episode is what turned them onto the channel. So hopefully with the game out, we can all re-enjoy this movie once again. Thanks everyone. Be good people.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, indeed. Well, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. What a friggin' amazing, amazingly crazy, amazingly just underappreciated film. And I'm glad it's finally getting the recognition it deserves, because it definitely deserves the recognition because of all of the stuff that went into it. This was a passion project by three brothers who literally had nothing. They begged and borrowed for as much money as they could, and they got it, and they made something amazing, and they failed initially. But now it's just like, oh damn, this film's actually really good. And I'm glad that we're getting the Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game, which we need to play. We need to play that sometime. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But all right. Anyway, we're gonna be moving on from here. I guess until next time. Signing off. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people, and